Today is day 90, ladies and gentlemen, of being on the wall. And with just 10 days to go until we reach day 100, I think this would be a good time to emphasize or bring back once again exactly what the whole point of this series is. Because somebody did try to hypothesize what the meaning was, and I'll go through it one more time. So, being stuck up a wall is quite a different stretch from, let's say, being stuck in a hole. Because when you are stuck in a hole, there is still theoretically a light somewhere up in the sky. And it's actually conceivably easier than you may think to actually get out of a hole. Because holes are usually very, very specific and something that you recognize almost immediately. It's the sort of thing that is laid out and probably not the sort of thing you want to get yourself into, because most people don't really know where holes lead or what's contained within them. So that analogy, I think, would probably make more sense. However, I don't consider it to my situation. The situation of being stuck on a wall means you are at such a tremendous height that it's also just as impossible to get down. Because here's the thing. Even for people who are, let's say, scared of heights when they're stuck in a hole, won't really factor this sort of into consideration, because more often than not, their mind turns towards, how on earth am I going to get out of here? Trying to come down from a wall, however, that's a very different matter. Because quite more often than what happens is that you don't really underestimate just how big this wall really is. It's the sort of thing that pretty much scrapes or scratches the outer surface of the hemisphere. And sometimes you can see literally nothing but clouds. But then what happens when you see beyond the clouds? All of a sudden, the world down below looks a very, very, very far way away. But even being stuck on top of the wall means you're almost grasping for air, because guess what? Outer space is not too far away. But if you get any higher, or if this wall gets any bigger, you are literally pushed beyond the atmosphere, and before you know it, you're simply wandering across space, and you couldn't be any further away, and you couldn't have any chance of getting down ever again. So getting down from something, ironically, is probably more harder than people realize, because there is only one way down.